Mondays at 12:30 on News Channel 6.
Well, we've had some scattered showers, even some severe thunderstorms this afternoon. What about the rest of the evening and our holiday forecast? I'll have all the details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 5, we are digging deeper into the plan to get Richmond County students back into the classroom. And tonight you're going to hear from education leaders.
Plus, air travel is picking up in the Peach State, but is it still safe? What you need to know before you book a flight.
And Augusta leaders weighing in on the calls to terminate the fire chief. What they're saying as your News at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is Wjbf News Channel 6 at 5.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery.
I'm Brad Means. Thanks for staying with us.
Coverage you can count on begins with Richmond County Schools' back-to-school plans. News Channel 6's Ashley Flette has more.
The Richmond County Board of Education sent out this packet to parents outlining what the incoming school year will look like for teachers, students, and parents. Recently, the school system had parents complete a survey to gain a better understanding of the worries some parents might have for the incoming school year amidst the coronavirus. One of the questions asked, what are your feelings about your children returning to school? 67% of the parents say they do have concerns, and 31% shared that they don't.
This plan basically gives options for our families to either choose to learn virtually and be at home in an at-home environment for their courses. It outlines our block schedules.
There are 3 options considered based off parents' answers. Traditional face-to-face from pre-K to seniors. Students will attend school Monday through Thursday, with Friday being a remote learning day. This will be considered the cleaning day.
It provides them with the face-to-face instruction where we know our students do best and where they learn best, where they thrive with their peers. It also connects them with their teachers and the resources that we have to support them in different ways.
Then parents and students have the option to do a hybrid course, including both the traditional and virtual options. And the last option will allow students to continue virtual learning.
Governor Kemp extended the state of emergency, and also in that declaration, he asked the Georgia Department of Education to review and make updated recommendations and guidance for school systems.
But these options aren't set in stone. Ross says if there is a surge in cases before school begins, a later start date will be recommended. Until then, parents have until mid-July to choose an option.
We felt it was important for us to provide our parents and families with some information so they could start the planning process for returning to school.
If a decision is not made by July 20th, then the student will follow the hybrid course. That's because the board will have to hire staff and make arrangements. Face-to-face learning is scheduled to start on August 3rd, with online classes starting on August 17th. In Augusta, Ashley Flette, WJBF News Channel 6.
In Columbia County today is the last day for parents to decide if their student is going to go to school on campus or learn from home. And once that decision is made, it can't be changed. Students who do learn from home can take part in after-school activities. At first they couldn't, but they changed that. Now they could if they qualify.
Aiken County's back-to-school task force will meet on July 14th. They'll present recommendations to the school board for the upcoming school year. Those include options for virtual learning or a mix of online and in-person classes. In a statement last week, Superintendent King Lawrence said a normal school year seemed like a long shot. Tim.
Jenny, let's look outside at our 5 or 6
Out of town this holiday weekend have a few options to weigh to try to stay safe during the pandemic. News Channel 6's Renata Dubose has that.
This is a full American Airlines flight from Charlotte to Phoenix Friday. The flyer says the plane looked the same out of Augusta Regional Airport to Charlotte. People traveling this week for the 4th of July can expect to go to their destinations arm in arm with others. American Airlines recently announced it will book at full capacity this week. They will alert customers of full flights, and they can change their flight at no extra cost. It cut capacity due to low customer demand related to COVID-19. Delta, which also operates out of Augusta Regional Airport along with American, will cap cabin seats at 60% and block middle seats through the end of September. First class seats are capped at 50%. While seats are up in the air, you can expect to stay safe as COVID-19 numbers rise. Both companies require you wear face masks, and that includes your friendly flight attendant too. You can also expect enhanced cleaning between stops. And remember getting your choice of drinks and snacks? With Delta, you now get a snack bag, crackers and cookies, water, and hand sanitizer. People flying from Georgia will need to quarantine for 14 days if making trips to New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut. Essential workers have some exemptions. Want to ditch the plane and any travel restrictions? You can always social distance by taking a road trip instead. A spokesperson from Wjbf Budget Group says vehicles and facilities are being disinfected with a focus on the most critical interior customer touch points. They also offer more PPE for frontline staff, including gloves, masks, and hand sanitizer, and installed plexiglass sneeze shields. So when you do rent your car, the interaction is safe. And to play it safer, you can bypass going to the counter. In Augusta, Renetta DuBose, WJBF News Channel 6.
Coronavirus hospitalizations are on the rise in South. Savannah's new mask mandate starts today. The emergency order says that anyone entering a commercial establishment in the city has to wear a mask. That includes restaurants, bars, and retail stores. The order is in effect until further notice.
As many of you know, I have struggled with this issue for weeks because it's a difficult decision to make. Balancing the right of personal freedom with the need for public safety.
There are exemptions for kids 10 and under as well as people with certain health conditions. People exercising outdoors do not have to wear a mask as long as they follow social distancing. And people who are eating, smoking, or drinking are also okay without one. And again, that mandate is in place until further notice.
Some people are urging President Trump to wear.
Look ahead here, and if you have plans for the holiday weekend, it's looking nice. Frankly, just an afternoon shower or thunderstorm is possible. And temperatures will be into the upper 80s by the time we get into middle part of next week, and that is certainly far cry from the 90s where we typically are for this time of year. Guys?
Tim, thank you.
Well, despite the hot weather, some people won't be able to head to the beach to cool down.
Beachgoers in New Jersey, for instance, will still be able to have their fun in the sun this weekend, even though 3 lifeguards in town tested for the virus. But the mayor says they're going to proceed with caution. And experts say people who do choose to go to the beach need to be prepared.
If the beach has done what they really need to do, it should be clear. There should be signage about the physical distancing. But if you don't see that, 2 arm length is a good rule of thumb. I'd recommend you actually wear your face mask into the restroom. And obviously, hand hygiene is still critical.
Now, all of our Georgia and South Carolina beaches will remain open over the holiday weekend. Coming up, a bus driver gets the extra